The far-right and independent candidates in Austria's presidential runoff face a dead heat, a public TV projection suggests. Norbert Hofer of the Freedom Party and Alexander van der Bellen are each on 50%, according to the estimate, which includes postal votes not yet counted. Official figures from Sunday's ballot give Mr Hofer a lead of 3.8% but do not include postal voting. The final official results will not be known until Monday. About 90,000 people claimed asylum in Austria last year, equivalent to about 1% of the Austrian population, and the Freedom Party ran an anti-immigration campaign. The presidency is a largely ceremonial post, but a victory for Mr Hofer could be the springboard for Freedom Party success in the next parliamentary elections, scheduled for 2018. The presidents of the European Commission and the European Parliament, Jean-Claude Juncker and Martin Schulz, have both expressed concern over a Hofer victory. According to the Interior Ministry's final count of votes cast at polling stations, in German, Mr Hofer took 51.9% to 48.1% for Mr van der Bellen. But ORF Public TV's projection, in German, which is usually considered reliable, has both men on 50%. Postal voting accounts for some 900,000 ballots, or 14% of eligible voters. None of us wished for this, Mr Hofer said when he and Mr van der Bellen were interviewed by ORF after the vote on Sunday. After all, both of us wanted to have a good night's sleep, but it is so exciting. I've been in politics for a long time, but I've never experienced an election night like this one. Whoever won, he said, would have the job of uniting Austria. Mr van der Bellen said that if he were elected president he would be welcome in all member states of the EU. I have been pro-European during the 5 months of campaigning, he said. I made clear how important the European Union is for freedom, security and prosperity, also in Austria. In the first round, Mr Hofer secured 35% of the votes, while Mr van der Bellen polled 21%. The two rivals had engaged in an angry TV debate earlier in the week, described as political mud wrestling by commentators. Such was the political shock at the far right's first round win that the Chancellor, Prime Minister, Werner Faymann, resigned after losing the support of his Social Democratic Party colleagues. The Social Democrats and the People's Party have governed Austria for decades, either alone or in coalition. At the last general election in 2013, they together won just enough votes to govern in a grand coalition. Incumbent President Heinz Fischer, 77, could not run again after 2 terms in office.